So how is it that conservative views have been incorrect for such a long time? It seems implausible that by accident or by total coincidence, there's been a number of total failings. Well, the answer is quite simple. The movement of all ideas, the change of society, in other words, the learning of information, is by its very nature progressive. If you're going to learn new information, and new information is always being generated, then you must reject old information based on the evidence you have. You go back to the ancient history of conservative viewpoints, the idea that new things bad, old things good. That's where you get into the idea that the earth is flat.
Things like the geocentric model of the universe, that the earth is at the center of the universe. Or we have all those moral panics like blood libel, the idea that Jews were kidnapping and murdering Gentile children, which never turned out to be true. Panic of comic books, that they were going to be satanic and cause all kinds of evil strife. No evidence ever came from that. Anti-rock and roll, anti-jazz, anti-punk, every type of music has basically been rejected at some point by conservatives and considered satanic, and there's really no evidence of that. All kinds of scientific advances, everything from electricity through to the steam engine, through to the cotton gin, through to all kinds of technology we have today.
All of these ideas that have been disproved through physics and through science were originally rejected by more conservative members of the clergy, of the government, and they were wrong as well. Now you might say, but what about the opposite problem? What if you're automatically grasping onto the new ideas without looking at the evidence, and you're such a progressive that you're not even thinking about the complexities, that maybe the old idea has a nugget in it that we're just rejecting? There's also lots of mistakes that were made by the left throughout history. The support for some rather right-wing authoritarian leaders who purported to be left-wing, like leftist people would have supported Stalin. Definitely wrong and with hideous consequences for society. So I'm not saying that all left-wing views are automatically right. That's a false dichotomy. What I am saying is that the conservative worldview is intrinsically wrong because it is based on holding on to old ideas at the resistance to new ideas, which new ideas is the very basis for all information, not just science, but all learning is by its very nature a progression of ideas. There's no way to avoid it. You can't learn new things without learning new things. That it's just a circular disagreement if you really think otherwise. That's why when you get back to conservative viewpoints going through history, that conservatives are wrong about nearly everything.